First time I saw an angel, man, it was shocking. It was around 18 years ago, and at that time, I was not spiritually awakened, so I was very much indoctrinated into the Catholic upbringing that I'd had. And that's just where I was mentally with my mindset. But at this time, I was dealing with my daughter, her senior year in high school, she made friends with the wrong crowd, and they were drug users, and she soon became a drug user. And this started off a 4-year nightmare of, drugs, rehab, court dates, all of those things, lawyer bills, all of those things that go along with, somebody who's doing things they shouldn't be doing. And then also trying to help her break this. And at the time, I'm telling you this because at the time, my mindset, this was happening, this was like a culmination point of absolute despair. My daughter had gotten, when she was on them hard, and she would just disappear. And there was no way for me to find her. And it was just really tough. And it reached a point of I was waiting on the phone to ring and for them to tell me she was going to die. And so that is the mindset I was in when this happened. I thought, my daughter is going to die, and I don't know what to do. I've tried everything I know to do. So I just started asking Jesus to come down and talk to me. And I was like, please, and I was begging him, please come down and talk to me. I just want you to tell me what to do. Like, what do I do to save my daughter? And this probably went on over an hour. Like, it could have even been longer. I'm sitting on my couch, I'm standing up, I'm sitting, I'm pacing back and forth, I'm flowing tears, I'm bawling my eyes out. Excuse me. And then I just get down on my knees and I start praying. Like, I got down on my knees and started doing this. And there goes like another 30 minutes, another hour, who knows how long. But all of a sudden, there is this 10-foot angel in my living room. And the ceiling heights were 11 feet. And his head came, right below it. I won't say that his feet were actually on the ground. But they might have been. I just went into shock. I'm bawling my eyes out. And then all of a sudden, this massive angel, if he had opened his wings, it would have been bigger than my entire living room. We wouldn't have been able to open them in the living room. And he looked like Jesus, the Jesus that I had always been shown, right? Not how Jesus really looked. He had the dark hair that came to here. He had the beard. And he stared at me intently. And the moment I saw him, like, I was crying, and I just went, and I went into complete shock that there was this angel looking at me. And as I stare at him and he's staring at me, it's like a minute goes by, and then poof, he leaves. And then, I sat back on my couch, like in absolute shock. I was not, prepared for that. I would never have expected it. I didn't think anything like that could really ever happen. And it, it scared me a bit, because it was a massive being that just appeared, and then he was gone. And then I thought, oh my God, I finally had him there, and I couldn't even get a word out because I went into shock. Not because I couldn't speak. I could have spoken. I was just went into absolute shock. But then once I sat there, I realized what he came to tell me I did hear. And his message was, we hear you. We hear you every time you talk to us. We hear you. And I'm here to show you that you're not alone. I am here with you. You are not alone while going through this. Because as a single mother, going through those things, you really are dealing with it on your own. You might have people that come in and try and help, here or there on other family members, but the truth is the burden is on you. And I was dealing with this day in and day out. And I never knew that that's what I needed to hear more than anything, was that I wasn't alone, that I was heard, and that they were there for me. Now, I will tell you that my daughter's perfectly fine today, and she's very healthy. She had to make a choice. And, you know, during that time period, every time she went through rehab, whatever was happening with her, she would always tell me, I'm going to try, Mom. And every time she said, I'm going to try, I was like, and it never lasted more than, you know, a few months. But the last time, she said, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And I knew she meant it. She never did. And now she's married. She's got 2 kids, and she's doing very well for herself. So I'll just give you that little update on that. But the thing about having somebody there for you, later, I was thinking about this later down the road, because like at that time, I just, you know, it was like a hug. It felt like I received just a huge hug, and it was exactly what I needed to know. But then later, years on, when I'm more in my way further into my spiritual awakening, and you know, I see lives, and I've seen tons of my lives. But one day I was thinking about that alone, that being alone, and all of a sudden I am shown this one life where this town that I'm in, it's being attacked. And the people that are coming and attacking it is basically killing everybody. They're burning and killing everybody. And it's almost like I could see that I had an angel showing me how to get out of this town. And it wasn't just me. It was me, my husband, and my children. And then I see us going across this, you know, huge field. And we're just running. And like in the back, you can see the town, the whole town burning. And I'm thinking at that time, that version of me, they're running, and then they get to a place where they can stop, and they're like, oh, we're all alone now. That was our whole family. That was everybody we know. Like, they had each other, but everybody else they loved was lost. And they were just sitting there thinking, we're so alone. And then my guides showed me that, wow, that whole time when they went to go, you know, find their way out, they didn't realize, you know, they were being guided by their spirit guides to get out. But as they're running across that field, there was this army of divine beings with them. There were angels, there were other divine beings. There were just, it looked like 40 of them, 50 of them. It's like they had this whole army behind them, like blocking, protecting, making sure nobody saw them escape, because it wasn't their destiny to do that. But they basically showed me this and said, you're never alone. I'm going to tell you one more time. You're never alone. Whatever you're going through, no matter how hard it is, you're never alone. We're always here with you. And so if that's a message you need to hear today, just know that you are never alone, and you have so much help and support from the other side. Ask them to help you, ask them to show you, ask them to guide you, to lead you. And it's funny, I'm saying that, and all of a sudden I have a computer that's been off. It just starts flickering on, off, on, off, on, off, and it hasn't moved. It's been off for 20 minutes, and now all of a sudden it lit back up. It's a little crazy. But anyway, digressing. It's just a confirmation of, yes, like, you're in the dark. Nope, you're in the light. You think you're in the dark. Nope, you got the light. It's always there for you. And they're always there for you. You're so loved. You're so supported. You're so cared for. Allow yourself to receive it. Allow yourself to receive it. That's the message for you today. Anyway, if you're interested, I do have sessions available on my website. And what I do is we go in and we clear things out and start to clear things off of your frequency, off your vibration, off of your energetic field, so that you can start to hear more clearly and feel more clearly, like your own messages, your own guidance from your spirit team. And and then also help you release your gifts, because once you get on the path and you start getting things pulled off enough, then you become really good at being able to do it for yourself. But if you need some help to get started, or you're stuck, like you just can't get past something, just check out my website. I'd love to work with you. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.